Where is he?
Just calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I want to see him. Where is he? How the hell did this happen?
We're still piecing it together. They found him last night in an alley near the shipyard.
And who found him?
Anonymous tip. By the time they got there, it was too late.
And when did you get here?
This morning. Henry called. I caught the next flight.
Well, why the hell wouldn't anyone tell me as soon as...
on your way back, you wouldn't have done any good. I'm sorry.
Do we know who did this?
I'm still looking into it.
But you have some idea.
We should talk when you're settled.
Why? What's going on? Who did this?
It's too early to know for sure. But so far, all the evidence I've gathered points to Helen Magnus.
You're out of your mind.
I didn't believe it either at first.
At first?
We ran ballistics on the bullets we pulled from the body. They came from Magnus's 9mm.
So?
And she had gunshot residue on her coat.
All that proves is that she fired the gun at some point.
And he contacted me.
Who? The big guy?
2 nights before he died. He was concerned about Magnus.
Concerned? Concerned about what?
He said she'd started to slip. Mentally.
I never saw any evidence of that.
Well, she was hiding it.
I'm a psychiatrist.
Look, all I can tell you is what he told me. Apparently it's a condition she's had for years. He found out about it recently, agreed to let it slide. But it got to a point where he thought he had to do something.
This is crazy. This is Magnus we're talking about.
Why would he make something like that up? Will, just so you know, I've no choice but to invoke Article 9.
Wait a second. Where is she?
Level 3 isolation.
What? She didn't do this!
Then she has nothing to worry about!
Will. Oh, thank God.
You okay?
How could I be? They're telling me that I killed one of my dearest friends.
What do you mean, telling you?
I don't remember what happened. Honestly, I've absolutely no memory of the past week.
Well, were you injured? Were you exposed to something?
No, physically I'm fine. The tox screen was negative. Someone did this to me. Someone deliberately erased my memories.
How?
I don't know. Aren't you listening to me? I'm sorry. I'm just as confused as you are. Someone's trying to set me up. Someone's trying to make it look like I killed...
Listen to me. Okay? We're gonna get to the bottom of this, I promise.
It was one of my oldest friends, Will. You have to help me. Please.
Of course.
There you are. Been looking all over for you. Is he,
Yeah. Moved him over an hour ago.
He always said he wanted to be laid to rest here, on the grounds.
Oh, looks nice. He did a good job. Will's back. He wants to see us.
You tell him to wait a bit.
He says it's important. Something about Article 9.
What?
Declan doesn't actually believe she did it.
Doesn't matter.
What's Article 9?
According to the Sanctuary Charter, anytime there's suspicion of wrongdoing, they refer the matter to the other heads of household for review. It's Magnus's rule.
The hell are we gonna do?
Well, we can start by finding out who's really behind this. What do you guys know?
Big guy came to me. He said he was going to Old City to meet someone.
I went to Magnus's office before bed, but the door was closed.
Oh, come on. There's got to be somebody who knows something. Some proof that she's innocent. All right, I'm gonna check out the crime scene.
I'll go with you.
I guess I should try to go through her files, see if there's anything to indicate who was after her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You're the only guy who can do this. No one else can crack her encryption codes.
Damn.
This is where they found his body.
I should have been here.
You think it would have helped?
I don't know.
Come on, let's look around. Get those freaky eyeballs of yours into action.
Have you noticed Magnus acting strangely lately?
You're asking me. I think she's a weirdo pretty much all the time.
Declan said that the big guy told him that she was starting to slip.
Like Amy Winehouse slip?
I don't know. Screaming at paparazzi is quite her speed. It's more like little things. What?
It's probably nothing. Last week, she sends me this email. Asked me to pick up a new intake. I go to the address, but it wasn't there.
The abnormal wasn't there?
No, like the whole building wasn't there. The address didn't exist.
Well, it must have been a mistake. Did you ask her about it?
Yeah, she denied ever having sent the email. Then the next day, I get another email from her with the exact same request. It was weird. And you're not listening to me anymore.
What is that?
I knew your freaky eyeballs would come up with something.
This is a surveillance camera. Cops set up hundreds of them all over the city.
Well, this one was pointed directly at our crime scene.
No scheduled maintenance. There's no reason it should be gone.
So it could have caught the whole thing.
Yeah, well, if footage gets uploaded to the main server, I might be able to hack in and retrieve it.
Nice. It's the best news I've had all day.
I'll put the word out to some of my contacts. Maybe somebody knows something.
Oh, hey, I managed to get into the doc's computer. Felt like crap doing it.
What'd you get?
I'm just getting started, but I did find these.
Brain scans.
Yeah, going back 6 years. Doc's been scanning herself regularly. The most recent one is 2 weeks ago. Huh.
What is it?
Find that video.
How'd you get these?
How do you think? Bloody hell. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this.
What do you mean?
These scans show a pattern of deterioration lasting years. Are you telling me nobody, none of us would have noticed anything?
Well, the big guy noticed. In fact, coming clean about it's probably what got him killed.
Just stop it. Stop it! Magnus didn't do this. She's been set up. Somebody must have planted these.
Who? Who had access to her computer? Think about it, Will. Why'd she bring you on board last year? She's never needed any help before. She was looking for someone to replace her.
This is ridiculous.
Look, if you can provide me with an alternate theory that works, I'm happy to listen. Until then, I gotta proceed based on the evidence.
And what does that mean?
The other Sanctuary heads have charged me with gathering evidence against her.
What is this, a witch hunt?
We want to get to the truth, just like you.
After all she's done for you, huh?
But that's not all. They voted to send in a triad.
A triad?
A team of investigators, uniquely qualified for situations like this.
And what makes them so uniquely qualified?
They're telepaths. They're going to get inside her mind.
You know, I got to admit, I feel kind of...
Invaded, compromised. It's a common reaction. People tend to feel nervous around our skill set.
Skill set? Yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it. Listen, can I get you
No,
some...
wait on the way here. I'm sorry. When we begin an investigation, it's really very hard not to read everybody's thoughts. You see, the first emotions we sense are often the most important.
Okay, so, what am I thinking now?
That you don't even know my name, Emma Correa.
It's nice to meet you. I just wish it could have been under more pleasant circumstances.
Been an admirer of Dr. Magnus for years.
Oh, really? When did you meet?
We never have. Her work saved me. I've never felt at home anywhere except the Sanctuary Network.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
How's your investigation going?
Shouldn't you know already?
Well, actually, no. It's not an exact science. Well, the mind is tricky, and to read it takes focus, concentration, proximity. Yeah, and even then, a person's thoughts aren't always out there in the open. That's why there's three of us.
Doesn't it get noisy with all the...
Luckily, we can shield our thoughts from each other. It helps us to remain objective.
Huh. Well, I wish I could get Magnus to remember what happened.
We'll be questioning her later on this afternoon. You're welcome to sit in.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I'm flattered, Will.
This is gonna be tough. Is this gonna upset me?
Oh, yeah, it's bad news. You know that video you wanted me to look at?
Yeah.
It's been deleted from the police database.
So someone on the police force is gunning for Magnus.
Well, that's what I thought, too, so I did some digging. Turns out the chief deleted it himself.
The chief? Well, why would he do that? He and Magnus are old friends.
Exactly. So, I hacked into his email account.
Oh, boy.
Don't worry, it's completely untraceable. Look what I found. That is an email requesting the file be deleted.
From Magnus? What?
Okay, Remy, you got your money. Now what have you heard?
Your boss has been very busy lately.
Meaning?
I tracked down this dealer, and he said that she bought a whack of Red List freaks last week.
Red List. Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. According to him, she was all over the weird, creepy stuff. Stuff nobody else wants.
What exactly did she buy?
Wouldn't tell me. Didn't want to rat out a client. But whatever it was, she paid a lot for it. Way over market.
That doesn't make any sense. What would Magnus want with a bunch of Red Listers?
Nothing legal.
Shall we begin? We're going to ask you to open your mind and allow us inside. Do you know why we're here?
You're the Triad, Emma. You're here to interrogate me.
We don't want you to think of it that way. This is an important matter. But you are still innocent until proven otherwise. Now, 3 nights ago, there was an incident in Old City. Do you remember it?
No.
One of your oldest friends was killed.
I don't remember.
Do you remember going into the alley and firing your weapon?
I can't... I don't know what happened.
What is your relationship like with your staff?
I didn't do this.
Please, just answer the questions.
Why are you treating me like a common criminal?
This investigation is in accordance with your charter.
Someone did this to me. And you're all just sitting here instead of trying to find them. You're all in on this, aren't you? You've done something to me.
Magnus.
No! No, leave me alone. All of you! Get out of my house!
Okay, this is over. We can reconvene later.
Her mind is chaotic, damaged. I've seen this type of thing before. Symptoms of advanced dementia. It makes it impossible to read her thoughts, even with basic prompts to focus them.
What does that mean?
Telepathy is our most reliable means of investigation, but it's not the only one. We'll need to look over the existing physical evidence until we can understand why we can't read her mind. Well, I'm sorry. I know you were hoping for better news.
Hey, you want to see me?
Yeah. Firewall intercepted an outgoing email.
No way. What the hell are you trying to pull?
Sorry.
You sent an email to the heads of household requesting to be put in charge of this sanctuary.
You read my email.
You're trying to discredit Magnus before the Triad renders judgment because you want her job.
Watch yourself, mate. You're out of line.
I'm out of line! You're making an end run around it, but I'm the one who's out of line.
You realize what'll happen if she's found guilty? There's a list of candidates a mile long to take her place, and let me tell you, none of them will be as pleasant to work for as me.
Come on.
For starters, they'll fire the whole staff, you included. And a year from now, if her memory clears up and she's found not guilty, I'm more than happy to step down. Let her take command again. That's more than I can say for anyone else. You have no idea of the political landscape you're dealing with.
I want a copy of all the evidence you've collected so far.
Oh, you think I'm fabricating this,
Yeah.
do you?
Hello.
Hey, it's me. I got the video from the alley. It's downloading now.
Good. We'll be right there.
Turns out the police maintain a backup database. It's only updated every 3 days, so there's some lag time between the main system and the...
I get it. So what do you got? You fast forward a bit? Right there.
It looks like he's waiting for someone.
Oh, there. Damn it, who is that? Oh, come on, turn around.
Come in.
Schofield, have a seat.
It's not necessary. I just wanted to inform you my colleagues and I have gone through the evidence, discussed the issue at length.
Let me guess.
Dr. Magnus has a mental deficiency. She needs treatment. She's a hazard to herself and others.
She's being set up.
How can you still believe that? You've seen the video.
I don't care about the video. I don't care what anyone says, telepathic or otherwise.
I see you may not agree with our methods, Dr. Zimmerman, but I can assure you they're effective. And there's a good reason Dr. Magnus assigned this task to our kind.
So what happens now?
In the interim, Declan McCrae will be assuming responsibilities of this sanctuary. I know that you believe he's somehow connected to Magnus's crime, but I can assure you that's not true. I have questioned him fully and read his mind.
Yeah, well, a lot of good that did Magnus.
I'm sorry that you're disappointed, Doctor. But really, it's for the best. Now, Dr. Magnus will be transported first thing in the morning. I suggest you take the opportunity to say goodbye before then.
You can't let them do this to me.
We're doing everything we can to get you out of here. Henry is pulling out all the stops. Kate is
No,
talking...
you don't understand. They're all out to get me.
Who?
Declan. And that other one, what's his name? Schofield. They're working together.
How do you know?
Isn't it obvious? Will, they're trying to kill me. Look. Look at this. It's poison. Smell it. Smell it! They're gonna destroy everything. Ashley told me.
Magnus, this has nothing to do with Ashley.
They killed her too. They killed my daughter.
Okay, listen to me. You're exhausted. You need to rest.
Oh, don't patronize me. You said you were gonna help me.
I am trying to help you.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. They got to you, too.
Look, I swear, I am fighting for you.
You're lying! Why is everyone lying to me?
Dr. Magnus?
Zimmerman. Henry, I need an immediate perimeter lockdown.
Yeah. You're too late. She's already gone.
Fisher, take Collins and go after her. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
We were just talking. Where are you in Magnus's files?
Still scratching the surface. Why?
There's something in there that Declan wants. I mean, think about it. He knew exactly what he had to do to discredit Magnus. And now that she's out of the picture, he can take his time, go through the files one by one.
Yeah, but wouldn't the telepaths know what he's up to?
Not if one of them's in on it.
Oh, you think?
One of them could be blocking the other two from reading his mind.
Telepathic criminal. Great.
I know. Hey.
Meet me at the pier in 20.
Hello?
I had to get you out of the range of the telepaths before I brought you here.
What is this place?
Storage facility. Part of the university before they shut it down. My guy swears he spotted her coming in.
Magnus?
Doc? Are you down here?
Magnus, it's Will and Kate. Hold on a second.
Leave me alone! Stay back!
We don't want to hurt you. We're here to help you. Come on, Magnus. Now, you already knocked me out once today. One per day. That's your limit.
happening to me?
Magnus, let me help you.
Oh, that can't be right. What the? Oh, yeah? Try this one on for size. Oh, come on. Oh, man.
We're not leaving her.
Oh, you can't take her back there.
Henry, what's going on?
Hey, I kinda hit the mother load here. Where are you?
All right, I'll be right there. What?
Hello, McFly. You can't go back there. The amazing Kreskins will read your mind and find out where Magnus is.
What's going on? Hello?
Henry, can you meet me at Dead Bridge?
Yeah, why?
I can't tell you.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
Good. Okay.
Smooth.
Hello. Bye. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So I was going through a backup drive and I stumbled across a ghost directory labeled Big Bertha. I tried to open it and I found this.
What is this?
Some sort of encryption cipher. CSIS level coding, so whatever's in there's got to be important.
And you think this is what Declan's after?
I say it's a fair bet.
Big Bertha? Does that mean anything to you?
No.
All right, stay on it. Let me know what you find out.
Yeah, you got it.
How did it go?
Good. Henry thinks he's found something, so...
Magnus! Put it down, Miss Freelander. Right now!
You brought them here.
No, it wasn't me.
Actually, it was.
What the hell is this?
I could very well ask you the same question. Dr. Magnus, you're hereby remanded into custody. You'll come quietly, please.
No! 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 Get your hands off me! Let go!
Hey, take it easy!
Let go of me! No!
She's becoming more dangerous. It's time to take extreme measures. Confine her in the chute. Maximum security.
Will! Will!
You made a very big mistake, mate. We're not the enemy. What do you know about Big Bertha?
Your silence won't help you, Dr. Zimmerman. You can't control your thoughts.
Stop it, Schofield. You know as well as I do he knows nothing. Well, I can assure you there is no conspiracy here.
How do you know? You said yourself you can't read each other's thoughts, so...
We can read his, Dr. Zimmerman.
And yours. Harboring a fugitive is a serious crime under the Sanctuary Charter, Doctor.
So you want to lock me up too? Go ahead.
Well, wait. Look, I want to apologize for the way Schofield treated you. You didn't deserve that. The emergence of information on Big Bertha has everybody rattled.
What the hell is Big Bertha, anyway? Oh. I get it. So you get to know all my inner thoughts. But when it comes to telling me why I'm being treated like a criminal, then everything's off limits, huh?
Look, all right. But what I'm about to tell you is heavily classified. Only a handful of people in the world know it.
Fine.
As you know, we house many species of deadly abnormals within the network. Normally, this isn't a problem, provided certain precautions are taken. However, there are certain abnormals that are so dangerous, we simply can't risk keeping them around.
How dangerous?
Earthquakes, mass flooding, fires, atmospheric toxins, and believe me, the list of what these abnormals are capable of goes on. Big Bertha was one such abnormal. She could alter the magnetic resonance in her body to manipulate tectonic plates. The destruction she caused was unimaginable. Dr. Magnus tracked, captured, and euthanized her according to protocol, or so everybody thought. But now these files indicate that Big Bertha may still actually be alive. I'm sure you can understand how unsafe that is. Whoever controls her has the power to ransom governments, level entire cities.
Let me explain something to you. I know Magnus. I work with her every day. There's no way that she would ever unleash something like this.
There was a time when I would have believed you without question, Will. Now I'm not so sure.
I thought you said you had it.
Yeah, I did. It's a lot different with you guys standing over me like this. There. There's your Big Bertha file.
Oh my God. She's alive.
Not only that, Magnus is moving her.
Where?
Just says she's in a container in the Arabian Sea. Look at the latest AIS data.
What is she thinking?
We need to mobilize the nearest sanctuary retrieval team immediately. Big Bertha falls into the wrong hands. It'll be disastrous.
I'll make the arrangements.
Still think she's innocent?
I understand that you're leaving. May I ask why?
You know already.
You feel that remaining here will put constraints on your ability to exonerate Dr. Magnus. Well, I admire your loyalty. But there comes a time when you have to put your emotions aside and face the logic of a situation.
You think it's logical that she would shoot her lifelong friend in cold blood? That she would lie for years about harboring a deadly abnormal and then send it on a pleasure cruise across the East African coast? You think that's logical?
She's sick, Will. She's not herself.
Right, I forgot. The mysterious degenerative brain disease.
Look, I know you're hurting. I feel the same way.
And why are you leaving?
Well, because our work is done. The evidence speaks for itself, and...
Sure.
At least we found Big Bertha before something terrible happened. Oh, goodbye, Will. I'm sorry that we ended up on the opposite sides of this.
Magnus. I don't know if you can hear me, or if you even care anymore. I just came to say goodbye.
And I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry I let you down.
I want you to know that I'm gonna keep searching for the truth as long as I can. I can't do it from here anymore.
Agnes. Agnes?
I need some help down here!
We put her in a drug-induced coma to stop the seizures. I'm afraid her condition's accelerating. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry. And there's more bad news. We just got word from our retrieval team. The ship we were tracking was attacked by mercenaries. By the time we boarded it, the cargo had been stolen. Big Bertha's gone.
None of this makes any sense.
They voted to send in a triad.
When we're beginning an investigation, it's really very hard not to read everyone's thoughts.
Telepathic criminal. Great.
Big Bertha falls into the wrong hands. It'll be disastrous.
So far, all the evidence I've gathered points to Helen Magnus.
Oh my God.
Where's the triad?
They left hours ago. Why?
All right, we gotta run a scan on Magnus's brain right now. Big guy's not dead.
This can't be right. Where's the deterioration?
It never existed. Those other brain scans weren't real.
Then why did she flake out?
I don't know, but I'm guessing she did it on purpose to conceal her thoughts from the triad. Okay, so you're Magnus and you want to create these symptoms. What do?
I don't follow you.
Is there a type of abnormal that would cause her to act this way?
Ozone beetle.
What, are you crazy?
Right there on the scan, the dark spot.
What's an ozone beetle?
It's a bug that crawls into your brain and nests in your hippocampus, but they're...
Red listed.
The dealer she met last week. What does it do?
It secretes this fluid that gives you this wicked high, but if you leave it in there too long, it...
Causes memory loss, paranoia, increased sensitivity to light.
Which is why she hid in the basement.
Okay, we gotta get it out of her.
All right, I'll go get a room ready.
Why would she do this?
Do you still have the email she sent you last week?
Yeah, I think so. There.
Right there. She spelled retrieve wrong.
So?
No, Magnus is a spelling Nazi. She'd never do that.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago I would have thought she'd never put a bug in her head either. Whoa, what the hell is that?
Africa. I think I've just found Big Bertha.
We took the ship yesterday. They gave up the cargo with no resistance.
Good. Need to move it again to a more secure location before the sanctuary picks up the trail.
There's the truck standing by. Ouvre-le! Vite! Vite!
Some things are simply too powerful to be left in the wrong hands.
It's a tracking device. Freeze! Hold it! Don't move! Move it. Come on, let's go.
Can you read my mind now?
Big Bertha's dead.
I'm sorry we ended up on opposite sides of this. So let me get this straight. You knew Emma was bad news from day one.
Day one might be pushing it. But over the past few years, I noticed a series of information leaks that couldn't be traced back to the Cabal.
So you came up with this insane plan to dangle Big Bertha in front of her.
Drop an ozone beetle to take yourself out of the picture.
Kill the big guy, which I'm still not entirely sure about, by the way.
And not tell any of us, so that we couldn't blow your cover.
Quite simple, really.
Yeah, it's totally simple.
Oh, okay, so spill. What is the gag on the big guy?
The subcutaneous fascial layer of his species is 4 times thicker than that of humans.
The bullets didn't penetrate.
But Henry examined him. I mean, he was dead.
In a manner of speaking. I tipped the bullets with the secretion of a Chilean shepherd frog. It slowed his heart enough to feign death.
Oh my god, you're crazy. You're certifiably crazy. I should have let them take you away.
Nonsense. I knew you'd figure it out. Besides, I'd left careful instructions to call the whole thing off in 2 days' time if things went badly.
The big guy? But speaking of which, shouldn't he be back by now?
Henry.
If you ever do that to me again, I will shoot you myself. You got it?
Got it.
All right, what are you standing there for? Let's go eat lunch.
Didn't hurt.